Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Inside give to Dickerson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Ryan. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. And this one too low. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, he's one of the...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make a...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost him 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 76 yards.
And the Bats come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Finding space at the 40, down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, Ryan.
This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. 31 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And my goodness, another interception. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Dickerson on the handoff.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Allen Pierce,
32 yards.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Ryan.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bats get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to these guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Back to Dickerson here on second down.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Michael Pittman,
56 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
but not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This taken in at the goal line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now here is another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches